Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole. Today I kind of wanted to do like a sit down chat video. I've never really done an intro video to my channel before, and I feel like it would be beneficial. I just feel like doing one, so I'm just gonna do it anyways. Just so you can kind of expect what's gonna be on my channel. I do already have videos up, mainly gardening and cooking and stuff like that, but there are going to be a lot more things that I want to cover on my channel that I haven't yet. So this year was the very first year that I have been gardening. To be honest, this whole summer of gardening and watching YouTube on gardening has kind of led me into this dark hole. And I would say it's a dark hole of homesteading. And now I have this vision for my future and what I kind of want with my life as of right now. I dream of owning a property with maybe not a lot of acres, but our next home will definitely have at the minimum of 1 acre. And I want to continue gardening, and I want to eventually do canning, which I definitely will try and learn while we're still at this house. I want to also learn how to freeze dry and dehydrate, level up my skills in cooking. I have been cooking for the last year. I have been cooking at least 3 to 4 times a week, mostly 5 days a week. Before that, I have cooked, and I would say I've been really cooking for the last 3 years. I've kind of known how to cook, but not like what I've been cooking here. Also, mainly what I cook is meatless meals, so you'll find a lot of that on my channel. I'll do a lot of recreations of recipes that have meat without meat. I'll be doing them without meat. I will be doing some meat recipes just because my boyfriend Nick, he is still a meat eater, so sometimes I'll make like half and half type of dish, or I'll just do 1 meat dish and 1 non-meat dish. But mainly my recipes on here, or the things I'll be cooking, are going to be meatless. I also really enjoy baking, so there's going to be a lot of baking videos on here. I'm going to try and recreate some just random recipes, I guess. Things like this fall, I really want to try and recreate those sugar cookies that you would buy in the bakery section at grocery stores. And I want to do the Halloween decor. I don't know if you know what the cookies I'm talking about, but they're my absolute favorite cookies. They're those sugar cookies with the very thick frosting on top, and they have sprinkles. And every season or every holiday, they'll come out with a special edition for that holiday, I guess. So they have Halloween ones. Usually they're like purple and orange with the purple and orange sprinkles, or like they'll have ghost sprinkles or stuff like that. So I really want to try and recreate those cookies because those are amazing. Things I'm also going to include in my channel are most likely reptile things. I don't unfortunately have any reptiles right now, but I actually might be getting one for my birthday as a gift to myself, because I've been really wanting a reptile for probably 3, 4, 5, 6 years maybe now. Time flies. But yeah, I've been really wanting a reptile for a really long time, and one of my goals the last couple years is to have a property filled with sulcata tortoises. If you've ever, I'm not really sure if you're into reptiles or reptile channels, but my favorite reptile channel is Camp Cannon. And if you've seen his backyard slash front yard, his property, it's honestly, I feel like any reptile keeper's dream of to have a property like that. And so that's kind of where my dream rooted from, is from his setup. And this last summer, I have been really loving the whole homesteading community and the idea of it. And I still really have a passion about reptiles. And I kind of thought to myself a couple weeks ago, I can totally integrate. I was saying it wrong. I really want to integrate. I can't say it. Integrate the two. So what that would look like in my head would be having a property, having a garden, and having chickens. Chickens is the one farm animal that I absolutely want so bad. But instead of having cows and farm animal, like typical farm animals, I would have more of a reptilian homestead. And that's what I was planning my name to be, but since I'm really not a homesteader, or I don't own any reptiles, I think that name would be very misleading. So maybe we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I hope nobody don't steal that name. Nobody steal that name, because that's my name. I claimed it. But that's really what I kind of see my future as. I'm not really sure yet. I mean, a lot can happen in a few years. Your plans change, your goals change, your dreams change. I kind of wanted to record what I want now, just to keep it as a note to myself. This is what I wanted in 2020, the end of 2022. This was my dream. And if my dream or goals change, then I can kind of compare the two. Or if I do end up going that route, I can just I can just look back and say, oh my gosh, I did it. Because that's an amazing feeling. As far as adding anything else to my channel, I mean, right now I want to do the whole homesteading thing and have reptiles on my farm and kind of have it be a reptilian farm or reptilian homestead. As far as right now, there are a lot of things that I cannot do because I still live in a suburban area. We could probably still own chickens, but since we're considering moving, well, we're probably most likely going to move to a different state. I don't really want to go through moving chickens, especially if it's most likely going to be halfway across the country. There are still a lot of things that I can do and can learn, kind of prepping for my homestead, prepping for my dream, working towards my dreams, my goals. So there's a saying on this YouTube channel, Roots and Refuge Farm, by Jess. She says, turn your waiting room into a classroom. And she says that quite often. I absolutely love the idea of that saying and that mindset. I think it's very, very smart, and it's a good way to use your time and whatever resources you have available to you now while you're waiting for that dream or goal. I think that is definitely what I plan on doing as of right now. There are still going to be things that I'm going to be documenting as I'm trying for the first time. Like, I plan on canning still at this house, just trying to learn and gain my skills and gain some confidence in doing canning, because I heard it can be a little tricky or scary. So that's one thing I'm definitely going to try here. I just have to buy. There's so many things that I need to buy. But being on a budget, it's kind of hard to buy a lot of the kitchen equipment because some of it can be really spendy. Another thing is dehydrating and cooking and baking. Of course, I'm still going to be doing videos here on that. It's probably going to be a few years before we move out of state. I'm not really sure when exactly. I want it to be within the next couple years, like 1 to 2 years, but I just don't think that's realistic right now in the time of our lives that we're in. But as far as anything else goes, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of vlog type videos too, because I just love doing vlog type videos. I'm going to be growing my garden next year. Thankfully, we have a pretty big backyard. But as far as anything else goes, I mean, that's what I, as of right now, plan on doing with my channel. And I just wanted to introduce myself properly and my channel and what it's about, what it's going to be about. I'm trying to post as much as I can, at least once a week. I want to post 2 to 3 times a week, ideally, but sometimes it's just not realistic in my schedule, and but I do try as hard as I can to post as much content as I can. That is basically what I plan on doing with this channel, and that's kind of a little bit about me, I guess. I really love gardening. I'm passionate about gardening even though it's my first year. I absolutely love it, and I love the homesteading community, and I'm learning so much, and there's still so much to learn. Reptiles are another thing that I am really passionate about. I've been passionate about, honestly, for my whole entire life. It's just the last couple years I've decided, well, I really want a reptile. If you're interested in coming along the journey with me, is mainly what I'm video recording and posting on YouTube, is my journey to my goal of owning my reptilian homestead. Nothing in my life is perfect. Nothing is going to be perfect. As you can tell from my cooking videos, I have a not so camera friendly kitchen. I have very weird lighting, and I put the camera in very awkward spaces, and so that's one thing. I'm also looking at houses with a bigger kitchen and a kitchen with an island, so it's just, kitchens with islands are amazing. So, but if you're interested in coming along this journey with me, I invite you to come along and enjoy this just as much as I do. So we'll see you next time in my next video. I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.